guys, this is my first YouTube video. I'm super excited, super nervous, got butterflies all up in my stomach. But what I wanted to do is top 10 eyeshadow palettes for me. It's not going to be for everyone, but at least for me this is, and it's going to be in no particular order. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to do is, actually the first two is going to be from Colourpop. One of them is the Sweet Talk palette. This one I lusted over for a long time. I have no idea why I just didn't get it for some reason. It was always out of stock as well, but these are my tones for sure. It is so pretty. Like, what drew me to it was definitely this shade up here. That one is called, feel free. I can't see it because the shadow kind of got all over it, but I'm a girl that likes pressed glitters. I love glitter anything. I have glitter on today, so I don't have a problem with those type of shadows that are in here. I know a lot of people complain about them, but I have no problem. The pigmentation is great, no problems working with them, blendability easily, and it's just a really pretty spring palette. It could be for summer too, so this is one of my favorites as well. Now, I actually got this palette, and it was another palette that came in as well, but it was for my sister-in-law. I didn't really care for it because it's like another neutral palette, and I just didn't, at the time I didn't care for neutrals really that much. But when I seen it and it was opened, I really wanted to switch palettes with my sister-in-law. This is the California Love palette. Oh, I got a lot of dips in here. I use this a crap ton. That's another thing. I'm not really sure if I want to use any cuss words in my YouTube channel. I don't know, but for right now we're just trying to get the flow going. So anyway, I do love these colors a lot. My favorite shade I feel like is El Capitan. That is my favorite shade out of this bunch, and probably Diego. Those are my favorite shades. It's so pretty. And it's like, and if you live from California and you don't have this palette, there's a problem there. It's just such a great palette. Both of these palettes are actually easy to travel with, but again, it does have a pressed glitter. Again, not scared of these glitter shades. Just be careful, and just use glitter glue. I don't understand why people, they hate glitters, and maybe they don't have the patience to work with them. Not really sure, but glitters just make your look from, like, I guess that's how people that use lashes like on a daily basis, it just makes your look to like normal and pretty to like, damn, you look good. So that was my second one. This other one I got when I first started my makeup journey, but I can tell you that I know that I didn't forget about this palette. I always thought about it in the back of my head, but like when I started doing colors more, I didn't really reach for this one too much. However, I pulled this out just on a work day randomly, and I gotta tell you, I forgot how great this palette was. You can either make it into a basic look, or you can take it up to the next level and make it into a glam look, like you're going out and stuff like that. But this is a Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar palette, and yeah, I do keep the packaging. I'm really anal about that. I don't know what it is, but this is, I had bought this one also for my mom, and I do think it's a great beginner palette. You just do a couple shades, a couple neutrals in your crease, and then if you want to smoke it out, oh, it still smells like chocolate after all this time, but if you do want to just smoke it out, there's that black for you. and you just have a bunch of shimmers that you can choose from. I love this palette and I could never get rid of it. I try, you know what's funny? It's because when I look at these like the YouTubers and then they declutter stuff, like mainly palettes, I'm like, girl, you don't need that, you should just declutter it. I tried doing a declutter not too long ago with my palettes and I was like, no, I changed my mind. I think I only gave away one, and that was like an elf one, which was still had great pigmentation. Like there was no reason for me. It's just like it was kind of a pops of blue and then like a brown. It was a really pretty, it was like a cream form as well. But anyway, that was another one that I really love. It's very user friendly, very easy. So that's a keeper. This next one, actually, I never tried anything from this brand, and when this brand came out, I didn't really think anything of it. I don't know why, but it wasn't a popular brand either. But his stuff really has kind of blew me away a little bit. I do have this highlighter. That one's a little too dark for me. I just thought it would be a little lighter for some reason. And then I have a black liquid lip from him, so I probably should have got some neutral, but I wanted to get it for Halloween, which comes to my next thing. This is the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell palette. I was not sure that I really like the color schemes, but it's like based on witches, and man, you know, I gotta tell you, the first row, Prue, Piper, and Phoebe. Now, that show Charmed, here's the colors by the way, but that show Charmed really, oh man, I love that show. I even watch it still to this day on Netflix, but it also had the name Sabrina. I had to get that dang palette, but it's really pretty. I love purple, so that was another plus for me. Also, my cousin is named Samantha, so I wanted to get it for me. I also got it for her for Christmas as well. But these colors are so pretty. With these, I kind of do like to use the glitter glue because they do have fine glitters in it. But they're super pretty and super easy to work with. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, and the packaging is just so stunning. Like the detail, my light, you know what? There's not even ring lights around here besides my vanity. And you could just tell like the detail. Look at the reflection, the gold. It's just beautiful. I'm so sorry about the airplanes. I used to hate when YouTubers would say sorry, but really sorry about that. So yeah, that was another palette that's really in my top 10. You know what? And before I was filming this, I was gonna do a top 5. That was too difficult. I said, nope, let me just not be stressed out besides like filming my first video, and let me just do 10. I was able to do it just like that. So let me get my this next one is really expensive. This next one is really expensive, but I promise you, if you get this palette, you will not regret it. This is the Pat McGrath Mothership 5. This one, she has other ones, but those were, I felt like those were kind of cool tones, and then like I just didn't feel the spark, I guess, that I did with this one. It's very luxurious. You do get your fingerprints all over it, but I don't care. Like when it comes to that, you can just wipe it off. It's not a big deal. You're gonna use it, it's makeup, you're gonna get stuff all over it. But let me show you the palette if I can open it. Oh, okay. It is absolutely beautiful. My favorite shade, to be honest, in this palette is this one right here. This one, let me see, that one is called Astro Luna Gold. So it appears to be white, but it's definitely white, green, gold. It is so beautiful. There was another palette that I really wanted to put in here. It was the brand Lunar Beauty, and it was the Allura palette. But man, these just really kind of push that palette out of the way. But anyway, so this palette is really beautiful. You know what, this one is also really easy to blend. Like this dark purple plum shade, again, I go for these type of shades. Super beautiful, especially to do like a liner with. It's really, I actually I always get compliments when I wear this palette. All these palettes that I actually wear, I get compliments on the most. This also red, beautiful shade. You can find similar dupes, but there's, I mean, like, even when I took pictures, when I wore this red and white gold green shade on the lid together, like, the picture just, forget about me. Those shadows just done popped out. So this was another palette, and honestly, I would repurchase this one again and again and again. If, you know, I still have a job. But it's just beautiful. I stopped using it just because I was using it every day. I used eyeshadow every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wear it. I just feel like now I look so plain Jane without it. I don't know. Super weird. These next ones, they're gonna be Morphe palettes. And one of them is Jeffree Star. So you know what? Let me get the Jeffree Star one. And this is gonna be the Jeffree Star Alien palette. When I got this palette, this was Christmas. Whenever this released, but it was Christmas for me when I got it. And it was my niece got me this palette, and my sister-in-law thought that this would be a great palette for me because at the time, well, I still do, but I do colorful looks. But when this was released, it wasn't my color story. But then when I got it, and then like everyone complains about this packaging, but then again, I keep my packaging, so it's easy for me to store. But I mean, come on, like, I don't know what everyone does with their palettes, but like, you just flip it over, you place it down, start doing it, you get another mirror. I mean, it's just, I don't know, people kind of annoy me with that type of stuff. But anyway, so I use this a lot. Actually, out of all the palettes, this would probably be my number one. It really is so beautiful, and like you can create a really simple natural spring look with just like this shade here and then this mauve tone right here. And then if you just want to leave it at that, you can, but this one has a white shimmer shadow. You could just throw it on there. You could do so many looks with these, and this one is seriously underestimated with how great it is. But I just don't know why he discontinued that. He recently discontinued this, and I don't know why. I'm not sure if it wasn't doing good, or it was just like a limited I don't know. But man, I'm really sad because I hit some good dents in this one, so I can't give this away. And it's just like, is it I don't know. I just really enjoy this palette, and I'm so glad that I have it in my collection. This one's a new release. This girl, I feel so bad for this girl. Like, she has drama written all over her body, face, but damn, like, when she releases products, to me, I love them. I didn't get the very, very first one she did. And this was not the first volume one. This was like before, when she made her own stuff, you know. So I didn't get that one because I wasn't on YouTube like I was now. And yeah, so this one is the Jacqueline Hill Volume 2 palette. This pigmentation is insane. I already gave it as a gift to my sister, and I am giving it a gift to someone else that's birthday coming up. But yeah, here are the tones. Ooh, I was not gonna get this palette, but just like the Vault, that's exactly what I said as well. I was not gonna get this palette, and then I don't know what changed my mind. I honestly, maybe it was this, all right here, all right there, and possibly the purples too. I don't know, it was just a lot of great fun colors, and this did not disappoint me. Honestly, what I thought about when I was working with this palette is a lot of pigmentation, and you have to go, just dip your brush in, dip your lightly, and then keep going and work your way up, because this is a very pigmented palette. The colors are beautiful, it's vibrant. You may get hard pan because I kind of have that right now. But for me, it doesn't matter. I use my fingers anyway, and then I get the same result. If I have to do it more in my eye, I don't care. It's eyeshadow. But then again, a lot of people care, so it's different. But I will, honestly, if I ever run out of these palettes, I will continuously buy them again. The girl makes great stuff. She puts her passion into it, and it just sucks that every single time something always has to happen. But you know, just like her lipstick launch, I feel so bad. But low-key, I would still keep the lipstick just because it looks pretty, and I would store it. Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, and I even keep the little bubble wrap. I don't know, I'm weird. Let's not play with that right now. I'll put it in later. Anyway, the next one is another Morphe palette, and this one, people underestimated this one as well, or it wasn't a favorite, and I don't know why. This one is the Morphe times Jeffree Star. For me, it's also travel friendly, so I don't understand people. I didn't expect the pigmentation to be Jeffree Star's pigmentation. I expected it to be Morphe's formula, and I feel like it exceeded my expectations more than what I thought. My favorite shade out of this would probably, man, I actually have a lot of favorite shades, but I have to say Millions. You know what, this shade, there's days where it wants to work with me, and then there's days where it doesn't. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I can't have it like where it's a two, like if I put glitter glue, I have to really wait for the glitter glue to be the glitter glue to be really tacky for it to like stick on. It can't be just like, okay, I'll wait for like a couple seconds and it'll be good to go. No, like I really have to wait for that one. But man, honestly, and then the next shade, oh, I had some really big dips in this, I just realized. But the next two shades that I love is Los Angeles and Calabasas. I had some major dips in there too. Of course, Calabasas, it's one of those cranberry red shades that you see all the time, but that is what I go for. And it has a great, it has a really great mirror. So it has everything I need. That black is really good too. It has everything I need. I need to set it with my eyes. I got that with a shade, and then I have a black, and like I just have everything I need in this palette. Honestly, I use this palette a crap ton. So that's a go. This one has the bubble wrap too. They all do. Let me come over here and get, okay, this next one. So again, another Morphe, like I said, but this one now is the OG. Jacqueline Hill. You can obviously tell it's dirty. I tried and tried again. Like, I keep my palettes super clean, super nice. But man, and even my favorite wipes are the Neutrogena wipes. Those things get out everything. I just kind of got tired of wiping it. And you know, I love the original, like, her pictures. You could just tell, I don't know, you could just get the Jacqueline vibe out of it instead of the editorial, the, you know, the Photoshop, you know, you could just tell like she had fun with it. This was her baby, this was everything to her. So, and yes, I still have the bubble wrap from like years and years ago. Anyway, Man, I just tried so hard to keep it. And you know what's crazy? Because when you look at it in the sun, it has like a gold reflect. It's, but anyway, I do like this font better rather than this font. This font reminds me of just like computer stuff rather with this one. And this one has the JH and what Linda supposedly did and surprised her. Oh, and I do have the, I don't have the palette where it had the shade names on the back, but I do have the palette. I mean, I do have the little card where it had all the shade names, so I didn't put tape on it because, you know, it has her little message here, and I just feel like I don't, whenever I see the palette, it's coming from her. So, ooh, mine is a mess. If you can see all that. Mine has gone through some stuff, and still I have not hit pan on this thing. It's not that I want to, because I don't know if I would purchase the original or the same one, because it's not the same formula, unfortunately, and I feel so bad. But when I first started using, I still use it to this day, but when I first started using it, I really love this cranberry shade, this gold shade. I'll show you in a minute. And then these two transition shades, oh, and then the one below the transition, the next transition shade. A lot of people thought that they were similar, but to be honest, it does build up your shades and your colors, so I appreciate it, and I kind of look at it as an artist kind. And then whenever I do an inner quarter highlight, or if I do a highlight from this palette, I just mix the two. It's even more prettier. But yeah, so I love to use like these shades right here and then these shades right here. Those are really pretty, and I probably would buy this palette again, even though it's not the same formula. I still would do it because it's just that good, to be honest. And the other one that's not the same formula, everyone still says it's good. I mean, so I don't know, have to see about that. This last one, I do apologize. This is probably my only rainbow palette, but I feel like that's all I need, because it does what it needs. I didn't have problems. I was one of the people that didn't have problems with it. It was a pressed shadow, a pressed pigment. But I knew how to work with it. So this next one is, oh, and I also don't mind big palettes, so that was never an issue, or weird looking palettes. Anyway, but the next one I'm going to show you is the James, look at that, the James Charles Artistry palette. I love this dang thing, but honestly, if he would have released a small one, his mini version one, and this one at the same time, I would have picked up the smaller one. Not because I don't, like, I love big palettes, but the only reason is because I do makeup on people, and so I can't put this in my kit. And I got the Impressions Vanity slay case, so I tried putting this in and it doesn't work, so I would have to take maybe a couple of the Jacqueline Hill stuff with me, but that's okay. I mean, I use this on myself. And it's really pretty. I love the colors. Honestly, people didn't like the Artistry shade, and I loved it. It was super pretty, super easy to wear. I just packed it on, packed it. And yeah, these shades just didn't do me, or didn't give me any problems. So here's the Artistry shade. That one is really pretty. Honestly, I didn't get this shade. This one. I didn't understand why it was there. I thought it was kind of like, why? Until I used it. Then I got it. Then I was like, oh, I'll see why you put it in there. It's really a good... I wish there was a word before transitioning shade. Well, maybe there is, I'm not sure. But it's a really good, just kind of like set it a little bit, just kind of, and then it'll once you do that shade and then go in with the browns or whatever color you need, it's a really pretty effect to it. And also it's good to also work it out if you have harsh lines and it's a deeper color or whatever. But it's a really good palette, and this palette doesn't get enough love on YouTube. I know there was a whole drama with that and people were destroying it. They must have a whole lot of money to be destroying palettes. But then again, I understand if it's the principle of stuff, but I wouldn't. It's it's your money, but it's your money, so whatever you want to do, that's your business. But yeah, so that was the end of my top 10 palettes. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope, you know, you guys like me. I really just want to continue this. This is my first video. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, so I hope you guys enjoyed my top 10 palettes. And I guess I'm supposed to say please like and subscribe, but you know, if you're on YouTube, you get it. Just do whatever you want. But anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a great day, great rest of the weeks, and hope you guys stay positive. And always remember, tomorrow is another day to restart your life, to do whatever you want. Alright guys, bye.